so continuing off, let's talk about Bust the Wolf a little bit more. So the distance is not full screen. Even if you EX it, it's not full screen. I mean, it's almost full screen, but that's because I moved forward from buffering it. But otherwise, it's not full screen. It's just shy of full screen. And the distance is about the same, really. So just because you EX it doesn't mean you're gonna get distance. So, as I just showed you, the B version is not invincible and it does not go through projectiles. So you never want to use it raw. But the EX version, it can go through projectiles, and it's very fast. Actually, both versions are very fast. Like so fast you could combo it from short. Which you don't want to do anyways, don't do that in a combo, okay? I have optimal combos and I'll show you later. His other super, there's this weird motion right here. It's down, back, and then sort of like a Zane King motion after that. There we go. Alright, so I'll show you what the properties are. It's not a viable wake-up option. That's weird. Let me try from a sweep. Alright. I guess it is a somewhat viable wake-up option, but the startup is pretty slow though, so you don't want to use it as a wake-up option anyways. Even EX Power Geyser still has sort of a startup. Alright, so these moves, it could beat out projectiles if I remember right. Fuck. Yeah, it could beat out projectiles, but I mean, like, it's not like you're not gonna really do that in the first place when you have Bust the Wolf. Also, it's not even a viable thing to do in the first place. Alright, so these supers can be used differently depending on, depending on your bar that you have and, where you are. So most people like to combo, Burn Knuckle into Crack Shoot into this. It's a popular combo, but the more optimal combo is actually this. It's actually this. I'll show you more combos in a bit. Alright, so Trinity Geyser. Oh, whoops, here. So I'm gonna show you the properties of. There we go. So EX Power Geyser is also a viable wake up option, but you don't want to do it because, as you can see, one of the hits whiffed. So, usually it's supposed to do 360 damage, whereas EX Bust the Wolf does 300 damage. So that's why the EX Power Geyser is a more viable combo option for optimal damage. And Trinity Geyser is not invincible on wake up. Yeah, it's not invincible on wake up. But the way it works is just pounds the ground and he sends projectiles across the screen. In the corner, you get no damage in the corner. But from full screen, you get like a lot of damage. And it deals a lot of chip too. Yeah, it deals a lot of chip. The game kept recovering the HP, so it's... Hold on, let me show you again. There we go. That's like almost 100 chip right there. So if you're desperate, I guess you could use it. But yeah. As far as reversal options go, just stick with rising tackle and EX rising tackle. So rising tackle for when you know they're not gonna jump over you, but even then that's still risky. EX Buster Wolf is a good wake up option too, but you're spending 2 bars just to get the guy off of you. So it's only good to use when you know that you're gonna kill them. And EX Power Geyser, it's also viable, but again, one of your pillars is gonna miss, and it's a little bit slower too. So yeah, you don't want to use your supers as your reversal options. Like, this is not Street Fighter where, like, you got wake up ultras and stuff. You gotta, whatever background you have, you need to get that mentality out of your mind. You need to use your normals, jumping A, command normals like this, or simply block. Like if you're in a corner and you're using Terry, it's tempting. If they double jump you, and you just want to get that rising tackle, right? But all you gotta do is just jab. You just jab them out of it, or use a command normal. Just use normals. They're so good in this game. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I just wanted to say. Alright, so I went over all of his moves, so I can move on to his combos now. So Terry, he needs bar and drive to do combos. So for mid-screen, if you have no bar and no... actually, let me start with the combo starters. So here's how you want to start your combo. Oops, stop blocking. Here's how you want to start your combos. Close C into his command normal, into burn knuckle. If they're blocking, use your power wave. And if, let's say, shoot, I forgot to cover his crack shoot a little bit more. Alright, so crack shoot is outside of a combo. You could do the EX version is overhead, as I just said, but if they block the D version of crack shoot, you have sorry about that. There we go. Okay, well if they block low, if they're crouching and you hit them with crack shoot, then you could combo off of it as you just saw. But what I was trying to show was that if they block low and they block a D crack shoot, then you have frame advantage. If otherwise though, your frame advantage, if they're standing blocking, is sort of even, maybe even negative. Another thing you gotta keep in mind is that all crack shoots are punishable by people with 1 frame command grabs. So if you're fighting Clark, never use crack shoot on him unless it's in a combo. Alright, another thing you should know about crack shoot is that it has juggle potential. You can combo into Buster Wolf from the B version. You can combo Far C. Sorry. You should be able to combo into Far C. I'm just not getting it right now. That's close C. Yeah. Okay, just at least you know the combos, but there we go. Just short hop them. You get rising tackle. Alright, just know that there's a difference in juggle properties between the B version and the D version. You won't always get the same things depending on which version you use, because it depends on how low you hit them with and what part of crack shoot that you hit them with. For the most part, just use D crack shoot and then go into C or A rising tackle.